panelists, ladies and gentlemen. I think one challenge we have with speaker like Ashish is that she completes whatever we want to say. So let me do it. And I'll give a background to you. I am going to talk about our experience from a new industry called Education Solutions Provider. We work with governments and private schools in taking technology, not just to teach technology, but to teach mathematics, physics, chemistry, and create improvement. What is very important for us is that we work with about 11,000 government schools, the ICT school, almost in all states, covering about, we covered about 9 million kids cumulatively and villages, and in Andhra Pradesh especially about 2,800 odd schools covering about 1.1 million kids. In fact, with the permission of the chair, I'll take a little bit more time. I really want to share our experience on this competency affected. First about competencies, the state of India. The graphs talks about year 2050, the worldwide we will have 4,168 million of working age population. India will lead. India will also add the maximum there. So 2050, 50 years down the line, we are going to have what we call the India's demographic diffusion. India is going to have more working population compared to everybody. By the way, there is a problem with China. China will have aged population. This is one area, one point. Second point, this is a very famous study done by Boston Consulting Group in 2002, which is very relevant today. By 2020, India, the developed countries will have shortfall of jobs. They will require services jobs like IT. US does not shortfall of jobs, and the jobs comes to India. And developing countries with populous countries will have excess in the same work age population, and India will be the leader. In a way, India can take the job shortfall of 1 million with excess shortfall of US or the developed countries. And there are two things here I want to point out. We're running out of time because those guys in 2020 are in the schools or in the high schools. We have to worry about them now. We will have something there. And how are we going to do about them? What kind of competencies they require? We'll come to competencies later. I want to set the data points. What is our education system does, including us? This is a very gory graph. Don't worry about the graph. Basically, it says that we take 29 million kids and produce only 0.4 million employed in the organized sector. That means that people like son and daughter of people like you and me who can afford education in the towns, they get it. For various reasons, about 10 million people, they get unemployed or semi-employed. Government is doing quite a lot with this, but this is the issue. That means that if we're going to add more working class people, that means that we're going to guarantee more unemployed people unless we correct. So, I will go a little bit faster on this here. We have these high dropout rates, Education for All, Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, RMSA, all working on that. The reasons, everybody correctly said, we don't have teachers, quantity as well as quality, and it will take a lot of time. And Ashish has correctly put, saying that we want to deal with the mindset. It means that it's not the learning curve, it's the forgetting curve. It's going to take time. So that's one area. Second is poor infrastructure from education point of view. One thing I will tell you, from my experience, India has got Pakka building in about almost million schools. We don't have infrastructure problem, we have infrastructure in terms of education delivery. Teachers availability, trained teachers, just in time and so on. Now we are saying is that the education is relevant. What is relevant? How do you know the competency of 2020 or 2050? We deal with that. In fact, the relevant is a moving target. In fact, as she correctly said, we are digital immigrants. I will use the word, the digital aliens. We don't know what is relevant in 10 years down the line, leave alone 50 years. So what is relevant? Question mark, but it should be relevant. Second thing is, it should be current. That means it's bankable, usable, available, not just in case, just in time. That means that we can't have engineers who do mechanical engineering, nanotechnology, do MBA and do finance. It must be current, relevant. What is very, very important, if you really see where the leakages come, it is the have-nots and rurals who are denied the opportunities. That's where the problem is. The government of India is putting a lot of program into this, but that's going to be a challenge. In fact, anything what you have to have must have inclusion of genders, gender inclusion, learning ability inclusion, economics inclusion, everything has to be there. So we're talking about relevant, inclusion and current. And the three stakeholders are government, academia and the private sector. Because the delivery issue reach has to come in. Little bit of thing what we did in NIIT, and the NIIT eGuru, the school learning solution, is that we did our delivery slightly better. We can bring in efficiency. It's not just the content alone, how we deliver and ensure that that value is given. The industry has a role to play. I congratulate eIndia for having this session, for bringing together. Now, this is about the data we have given. So what you're saying is that we are going to have an opportunity, we have urgency in terms of taking care of the competency, and we have an engine which is producing unemployed people, and we have relevance, currency and inclusion. So, we are talking about a digital native, an economy where the creativity has a premium. In fact, there is a very famous book done by John Hawkins who talked about 21st century, creative economics of the 21st century, which is once again published. Basically, it says that no longer is enough if you put regular work. You have to put creativity that can be monetized. We have seen the examples of when the smartphone is there. You have Apple iPhone coming in, creativity, it takes over, or Google, which comes in disrupted when the advertisement is done, not just Microsoft. So here we are talking about creative individual, creative companies, creative societies, creative cities, and creative countries where creativity is monetized. And this is an example. It's a slightly complex graph, but let me give you the background of this. Basically, this deals with the nature of work of people in terms of 30 years. As you know, 30 years back, we were in the industrial era. Now we are in knowledge era. Basically, what is happening is, in a nutshell, there is less and less emphasis on routine work, less and less emphasis on manual work. From routine, it is going to interactive, it is going to analytical. So this, you can see the shift happening. So when you do with competency, digital competencies, you may perhaps have to put next 50 years what is going to happen and see what is going to be important and take that to the education system. Otherwise, it will not be relevant. This is an example. I think Ashish did this job for me. We are talking about digital natives. Two issues here. They want always on, they want mobility. Perhaps tomorrow, in your speaker system, in your fridge, you would like to have access information. Mobility has to be there. When I say mobility, anywhere should be available. They want personalized data information. In fact, what is happening is the interaction is very important because before that, the trade was bartering. Interaction shows that everything is personalized. I want my personal upload. I want my personalized search. I want iGoogle. I want my Twitter, which is personalized. And they will be using information, also be authoring information, peer-to-peer. This is what the whole paradigm changes. Now, with this, what are the critical skills? Definitely technology literacy. Okay. But the problem is I don't know what is technology 2020, so it will keep changing. Second thing is creativity, we talked about that. Third is effective communication, interactivity, use that. Critical thinking and collaboration. Sounds like fancy words. Now let me tell you, statistics, ICDH school program, if I'm right, 30,000 has been done, 3 million kids are covered already. Believe me, they have every time it gives you a real pressure to see inauguration. You see the kids, there's a private school or government school, after 3 hours you can't take them out. The compliance school gives it, they are not attending my different classes. The program is happening there. In fact, as I told you, we are covering about 2 million kids every year. It's happening. Creativity, I'll give a demonstration to you. You can get into this one. What we found out by accident, I'll show the demonstration to you. That we are teaching PowerPoint. Somebody picked up and did a PowerPoint presentation. So we gave just take the paint anything you want without giving any training. We need 80,000 painting. So we have to have Digital Art Festival, which we can night paint. You can get to the website and have a look at that. How people who cannot talk in English, who comes without chapels, they communicate. And this is the case in Andhra Pradesh, in about 200,000 kids, 63 schools, where we said there's a month of storytelling on Panchatantra. Please send your story of Panchatantra in email. Within a month, it's from villages, 63 mandals and villages, 220,000 emails in Telugu and English here. Just imagine if we take all my 2,000 school, there will be clock. And critical thinking, we have an initiative where we have taken through our brand Ambassador Vishnu Anand World Champion, chess clubs in Andhra Pradesh, 2,728 schools, about 130 people do. In fact, one guy from Tamil Nadu has become number 10 after learning through computers. And finally, collaboration. We did the pyramid upside down. Supposing there was the role of the teacher and the student. We found in our schools, some teachers never came to learn computers. Last year in the Teachers' Day, we gave IT teachers a conference. We told the students to offer to teachers to learn about computers. Now 2,100 teachers, they become computer literate thanks to the students. So what is happening, this is not buzzword. This is happening right now. And it is very satisfying. What we are saying is that you concentrate on digital, give them access. What has happened, if you give them the access, you allow them, you watch them and learn from them and move forward. Now, just to give a demonstration of what these guys have done, this is the, for all of you, you know you have an indigenous animal for rhinoceros done by Assam. Then you have another painting done by the students. We have about, and for you who come outside India, you can't visit Taj Mahal. So here the Taj Mahal brought you from Venkatara. But what is really touching for us is the story of Naveen, who in 2003 was studying in 9th standard. His father is a push record vendor, earning about $1 per day. Mother is self-made. Naveen, when he got a computer, he brought in Tirupati Balaji. Tirupati Balaji is a destination. Hyderabad, you should not miss it for those who come outside India. It's the richest temple. So he's going to give a demo of the region. He has used mathematical figure to consider. So what I'm saying is that you give them the opportunity, allow them the access, they will do wonders. So what we are saying is that while we as a digital immigrant, digital native, digital aliens, who are struggling with the people, allow them the access, what we found out is that they get the creativity, they're able to talk in English after using computers. We done 2 studies in Karnataka and Assam, formal studies in the Institute of Management. It shows that the dropout rate has been arrested wherever the computers are gone. In fact, 2 government schools have told that private school students have joined them because government schools have come. And we found in the anecdotal this one inputs that when you have interviews, people said that their vision would have. They don't want to say I want to be IT, because I want to become doctor, I want to do this here. So what we are saying is please allow them have a learner-centric approach. This will take care of the critical digital competency, which is unknown area. With this, I would like to thank everybody. Thank you for listening.